Good day. It is July the 17th. Today we're continuing Ezra 7, doing verses 11 and 12, just two verses today, and Proverbs 17. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Begin Ezra 7, starting at verse 11. This is a copy of the letter that King Artaxerxes gave Ezra the priest, the scribe, expert in the words of the commandments of Yahweh and of his statutes to Israel. 2. Artaxerxes, king of kings, to Ezra the priest, a scribe of the law of Elohim of heaven, of the Elohim of heaven, perfect peace, and so forth. Okay, now this is the command that we're going to find out more tomorrow, that Artaxerxes is giving to Ezra regarding the rebuilding of the temple. Verse 11. This is a copy of the letter that King Artaxerxes gave Ezra the priest, the scribe, expert in the words of the commandments of Yahweh and of his statutes to Israel. This is Ezra had thoroughly understood God's commandments. This is the introduction to that letter. So that King Artaxerxes is giving to Ezra regarding the rebuilding of the temple, to restart the rebuilding of the temple in earnest. They've been, I think I said 56 years yesterday, going on and on, off and on for those years, because the people in the area the leaders in the area didn't want that to happen. Verse 12. Artaxerxes, king of kings, to Ezra the priest, a scribe of the law of Elohim of heaven, perfect peace, and so forth. Is a common title, King of Kings, because he is an emperor, which is literally a king of kings. Proverbs 17. Better is a dry morsel and quietness therewith than a house full of feasting with strife. Peace and quiet is better than, with a little bit, than all the food you can want, but all sorts of fighting. To a servant that deals wisely shall have rule over the son that dealeth shamefully, and shall have a part in the inheritance of the brethren. 3. The refining pot for silver and the furnace for gold, but Yahweh tries the hearts. The refining pot and the furnace get the impurities out, and it's a heating process which brings them up to the surface, and that's what God's going to do to your heart. Bring all your sin to your notice. 4. An evildoer giveth heed to wicked lips. Like, let's go do that. Oh, okay. And a liar giveth ear to mischievous tongue. What did they say? 5. Whoso mocketh the poor blasphemeth his maker, and he that is glad at calamity shall not be unpunished. When you mock the poor, you're making fun of God. And do not be glad when someone is suffering hardship. Doesn't matter who it is. And in another proverb it says, even if your enemy were to. 6. Children's children are the crown of old men, and the glory of children are their father. 7. Overbearing speech becometh not a churl, much less do lying lips or prince. 8. A gift is a precious stone in the eyes of him that hath it. Whitherso he turneth, he prospereth. These are bribes. So when someone starts accepting bribes, they'll start looking for them everywhere. 9. He that covereth a transgression, that is, forgives, seeketh love. But he that harpeth on the matter and strangeth the familiar friend, if you keep going, remember that time you really screwed up? And you keep bringing that up. 10. A rebuke entereth deeper into a man of understanding than 100 stripes into a fool. 11. A rebellious man seeketh only evil, therefore a cruel messenger shall be sent against him. 12. Let a bear be robbed of her whelps, meet a man, rather than a fool in his folly. 13. Whoso rewardeth evil for good, evil shall not depart from his house. Yeah, if you give someone does you good and you return them evil, yeah, you'll have evil in your house. If you return evil for evil, you're being beast-like. That is, you hit me, I hit you back, but harder. If you return good for good, you're being human. That is, you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. If you return good for someone who does you evil, you're being godly. That is, if he does bad to you, you forgive him and do him good. But if you return evil for someone who does you good, you're being beast-like and brutish. And that's not good. You're acting like an animal. And ungrateful. 14. The beginning of strife is one lets out water. Therefore, leave off contention before the quarrel breaketh out. It's like the Dutch boy with a thumb in the dike or a finger in the dike. You stop it while it's small, and it won't get bigger. 15. He that justifieth the wicked, and he that condemneth the righteous, even they both are an abomination to Yahweh. 16. Wherefore is there a price in the hand of a fool, to buy wisdom, seeking has no understanding. Yeah, you buy them books and send them to school, and all they do is chew on the covers. 17. A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. 18. A man void of understanding is he that striketh hands, and he becomes surety in the presence of his neighbor. That's co-signing. Don't do it. 19. He loveth transgression and loveth strife. He that exalteth his gates seeketh destruction. 20. He that has a froward heart findeth no good, and he that has perverse tongue falleth into evil. 21. He that begetteth a fool does it to his own sorrow, and the father of a churl has no joy. 22. A merry heart is good medicine, but a broken spirit drieth the bones. Your spirit has a very dramatic effect on your physical health and your mental health. 23. A wicked man taketh a gift out of his bosom to pervert the ways of justice. He's bribing. Going, here, take this. 24. Wisdom is before him that hath understanding, but the eyes of a fool are in the ends of the earth. 25. A foolish son is a vexation to his father, and bitterness to her that bore him. 26. To punish also the righteous is not good, nor to strike the noble for their uprightness. 27. He that spares his words has knowledge, and he that husbands his spirit is man of discernment. Yeah, be careful what you say and trust, and who you trust. And 28. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is accounted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. There's a saying that says, better to keep your mouth shut and be thought a fool than to open it up and remove all doubt. I hope you've been blessed by this reading. May the Lord richly bless you. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Remember, Jesus loves you, and so do I.